Let me get this straight. You blew up a building.
2 CIs and the CEO of 22andU.
Two competing federal agencies with the same mission.
I don't understand why those Fed a-holes are so darn mean.
To protect the public from the scourge of dangerous misinformation.
You know those bum idiots. This is all them. We had a solid case.
The word entrapment, not even in their vocabulary.
The explosives we provided were fake.
Sworn to a duty to always tell the truth.
We have no indication at this time that this was a deliberate act.
We're all being transferred.
To where?
The only place currently with openings. Alaska.
Good morning.
Welcome to the office, huh?
And we got the retro feel. You know, the funny about federal buildings, they're all different, but they're still somehow all the same.
Oh, good morning, Agent Walker. At the coffee station. We actually drew straws before he got here, and I won, so we get to work together.
Let's get started. Let's see if we can't stir something up.
Let's give it a minute. I like to warm up the truth muscles a little coffee beforehand.
Well, what do you want to do first?
What do we have for a surveillance van?
Oh, wow. I got a Ford Explorer. We don't have a surveillance van.
Do you put up many cases here?
Cases?
Yeah, cases. We're the tip of the spear when it comes to protecting American democracy.
You really believe this? You really believe that people posting crap online is going to cause our country to crumble?
I think the work that we do is important.
We don't have a surveillance van.
Missing people got one. We've never needed one.
We need a surveillance van. We need a big case or a CI who can lead us to a big case.
What do you need the van for?
Surveillance.
CIs, or confidential informants, are the lifeblood of any good law enforcement agency. Public posts on social media are one of the best ways to find CIs. Agents would never use coercion or take things out of context to try and persuade someone to become a confidential informant.
The new Taylor Swift single is absolute fire. I'm just seeing a lot of incendiary and violent language here.
Agents always need to be on their toes and ready to make snap decisions.
Is there anything I can do for you guys?
Actually, David, there is something you can do for us.
Chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggies.
What?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. McDonald's cheeseburger.
Burger King.
Burger King cheeseburger.
Flame broiled.
And chicken nuggets.
Oh, baby, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be your beaver pilot. Said, honey, know you're gonna like it. I wanna be.
Awesome, right?
Is this a loner?
This thing's totally legit.
What is this? It's got windows!
All right. Welcome to tonight. It is a Wednesday. We are kicking it here in Alaska, way far away from the Boston metropolitan area and the Norfolk County courthouse, where pandemonium erupted earlier as the stuff that we have been watching for the last 2-3 years, since 2022, right? 23, 24, 25, 3 years. So 2 years of the trial stuff. 2 trials has all come down to guilty of 1 charge of driving while intoxicated with probation for 1 year. So I'm blown away by today. I was, it was emotional. It was emotional seeing that. It really was. It was like, oh my God. And it happened so weird. It happened so fast. Like all of a sudden they're like, okay, we have a verdict and let's go. And then they started reading it. So we are going to, I'm going to try and do a video tonight. I want to try and do a video of the reaction in the courtroom and out the courtroom at the same time, right? And I found a couple things. So let's go ahead and we're going to watch this multiple times today, but let's go ahead and just watch the moment when it all happened. And we can do the widescreen. We don't even need the trans.
May the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? Yes. Thank you. May I see the papers? Mr. Foreman, have the verdicts been placed in this envelope and have they been in your presence ever since?
Oh yeah, no, it was very emotional hearing this, and it's like you're nervous. But what's funny is I was. I knew in my heart that this is what the verdict was going to be. Like I knew when they came out, I knew when all this got started, that this is what we were going to be looking at. This is what the verdict was going to be. And so I just, you know, but it was still emotional because, you know, you put so much into this, and it's like you've watched this person just get railroaded over and over and over again, and for it to finally be over for her. Oh my God. And it's, you know, I'll talk a little bit more about the strategy and, you know, like the press conference afterwards and everything. But anyway, this is Fox 9 from Minneapolis. I don't know why. This is just the one that came up. So funny thing is I was like in a half meeting with that work. And so I didn't get to actually see all this. I just was I was listening to it in my ear, and like, you know, I had to eventually go inside my office and like watch what happened, but I didn't get to catch all this. So anyway, I'll shut up. Just watch. Knows.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty? Not guilty. So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty? Not guilty.
Of?
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? Yes. So say you, Mr. Foreman? Guilty. So say you all? Yes. 003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty? Not guilty. So say you, Mr. Foreman? Yes. So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You, upon your oath, say the defendant on 00.
That scream outside still gives me chills. Oh my gosh. Listen to the crowd. Oh, it's so crazy. The crowd just like, and they, you know, at that point, there's no restraining them. It's just on. So
the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death. Is the defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You, upon your oath, say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating in the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right.
The crowd is nuts.
Everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you for your service. We're going to send you back. Your service is complete. I'd like to come back and talk to you for a little bit afterwards. So thank you very much.
All rise.
And Eddie is emotional, man. Wow. Oh yeah, I know exactly. It's so crazy. Molesty.
Media, please exit the courtroom immediately. Karen Reed.
Not yet.
Hold on, everyone. Karen Reed, Ms. Reed, can I have your attention? As required by statute, I must inform you that the records regarding the charges that you have been found not guilty will be sealed by the Commissioner of Probation by the court unless you notify the Commissioner of Probation in writing within 10 days that you do not want these records sealed. To request that these records not be sealed, you may use the request not to seal form, which is posted on the trial court's website on mass.gov. I cannot accept the form here in court. You must submit it to the Commissioner of Probation at the address provided on the form. Please be aware that if the records regarding the charges which you have been found not guilty are sealed, you will be unable to access the sealed record of the not guilty dispositions or any other records regarding those charges. If you want copies of any document.
Oh, he is. Yes. Yeah, you can see that he is. I mean, how much has he given up over those years and how much does he still have to go through? I mean, we're not done yet. He's still got to go through a trial.
Documents regarding those charges before the records are sealed, you should request copies from the court within 10 days. Do you understand?
I think this verdict helps him in his legal battle, I would think.
Thank you.
All right, so we need a date for sentencing. Can we do it next week?
We can. We would be prepared to go forward today.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so sidebar. You want to go sidebar? Then we come back and we get
All right, so Ms. Giannetti, you're ready to go forward today as well?
Yes, please.
Okay, Mr. Brennan, what's the Commonwealth's recommendation?
Your Honor, the Commonwealth moves to sentencing. We recommend probation, 1 year, 24D program.
So the stand.
this is the most. This is the best thing that we've seen out of Brennan. This is the most compassionate, or just, I mean, he realizes he's done, and he realizes it's a first time offense, and recommending the year probation in the 24D program that's the right move. He could have been bitter about it. He could have said, I want to go. And like some of the people online were like, she should be locked up for 2, like Coffin Dildo and people like that were like, she should get the maximum 2 years. But those people are stupid. But him saying, nope, let's go for the year probation and the D24 program, which according to some folks could wipe that off her record. So she might not even have this on her record. It's a misdemeanor anyway. And it might not be on her record after she does the program.
Standard that everybody else gets on their first time OUI.
1 year.
Let's go back.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth moves to sentencing. We recommend probation, 1 year, 24D program.
So the standard that everybody else gets on their first time OUI?
Certainly.
Okay.
We ask that she be treated no differently, no better.
So I'm happy to do it. All right. Thank you all.
1 year probation, 1 year probation on docket number 002, the lesser included offense of operating under the influence. 1 year probation. Thank you. The 24D program is. Thank you.
There it is. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, exactly. Right. He, like when, he knew this was over when he got double slammed by, the doctor, the second doctor, Dr. Russell, like kicked his butt. Then Dr. Wolf kicked his butt. Then Laposado, like, gave him a noogie, like put him in a headlock and gave him a noogie. And then Rentschler came in and just, wiped up the rest of the floor with him. So, I mean, this was just the the last bit of his trial. And there's no way. I mean, this jury saw those people, and then he was going to try and bring Welcher back. Remember, he fought and fought and fought to get Welcher to come back as a rebuttal witness. And he said, no, I'm not doing any rebuttal witnesses. He knew at that point that he was done, that there was not going to be a murder charge. Lolly did better in his trial than Brennan did in this trial. All the stuff that Lally did, he brought in all the people. He told that crazy story that he tried to weave together with his what if any's and who if any's, and how much was it snowing and who was driving the ambulance. And Lally did better with getting a mistrial because he had 8 or 9, according to some people, jurors convinced that there was a manslaughter charge. He had like 8 or 9 convinced of a manslaughter. So, oh yeah, no, I got you. He was supposed to come in and tank this. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because he pulled out every trick he in the book he could to not lose this, though. I mean, for weeks and weeks and weeks, he brought in evidence and people and you know, I'm not okay. She's innocent. She didn't freaking do it. Yeah, okay. She did not do this. This was not someone that was hit by a car. So, all right.
2 is guilty of operating in the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
Oh, I didn't go far enough back to get the thing again here. We got to go through this again. She's 100% innocent. She did not do this. It did not happen. 100% she's innocent. Those were not. You don't get hit by a car at 24 miles an hour and have no bruises. So, yes, she is 100% innocent. Somebody else.
Docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree. What say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do all of you agree?
Yes.
Thank you. 002. What say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes.
003. What say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Yes.
So say you all?
All right, we got this out here, and it's teed up just at the point. So here's what it looked like outside. Let me go back a little bit because everybody's quiet.
Shut up!
So, all right, let's talk about that. It is not. It is absolutely 100% not. And they proved it. The ARCA people proved it. And how did they prove it? They proved it because you had the diffusers. In none of their tests with that arm being hit did the diffusers, and I don't know why I can't see your message, Patty. Did YouTube do something there? So not one of their tests when that vehicle hit an arm did the diffusers get busted out. And then in this thing, the diffusers were gone. You cannot get through a 5mm taillight, a gap of whatever time. I gotcha. And then have a 3-inch or 3mm. No. So you've got a gap of at least an inch between the diffusers and the red taillight piece. Then you have the diffusers. You're not going to knock all of those out. You're just not. It's not going to happen. Dude was not hit by a car. Something else happened. Yes. That is so cool. So how are we going to sync this up? We're going to sync this up. So yeah, you can hear the crescendo, right? So, oh, damn it. You know what? Okay, I got to remember to share. So let's go back to this tab.
For accident resulting in death, defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman. So say you all. Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records.
So then we go to this one. You can hear the crescendo of the crowd because it kind of seeps through, right? It kind of seeps through the crowd. Yeah, you can hear it just kind of seep through everything and it crescendos up. So, okay, let's see. Full screen. Okay, I got to record some of these first. Okay, so we don't need to make the video yet. I want to see if we got we have the talk here. Okay, so yes, we do. All right, so let's go watch this. Share this tab instead. I think they're getting ready to come out here now. Oh, wow. That's crazy. And of course, it's this video gets frozen. Oh, all right. There she is, coming out.
I just want to say two things. Number one,
Let's go ahead and watch this.
is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team. Thank you.
So you want to see it reopened? Karen, you want to see the case reopened? Give a message to the jury, case be reopened? No, the case cannot be reopened. Alan, this case is over. No, I mean, what is the larger issue? What does this say? This one say about justice. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it to Karen and her dad. Her dad has a comment. Let her dad make a comment. Mr. O'Keefe, what does this say about justice? Mr. Reed, I want to acknowledge the strength.
Oh yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad.
The support of the entire Reed extended family. I want to acknowledge the greatest team of attorneys. Our first one that we found was David Dinetti. We added Alan Jackson and Liza Little. Bob Alessi, you know about. All right? It was a fantastic team, but we needed them all to defeat this. We thank everybody for their support from the heart. We love you all of the content providers. You help spread the word.
All of the content providers. That was a big part of this thing.
Thank you so much. God bless you all. The investigation.
So they ask questions to see. They just leave. So they just leave. They leave out, right? And so why? Why did they not give a longer press conference? Here's my theory on that. They could have stayed, they could have taken questions from the press, but these guys did not get paid for this, right? They did not get paid. They paid their experts. They got their expenses paid as far as hotels and travel and all that, right? But these are, I mean, for them and their team, this is $200, $300, $400 an hour. Each of them are like $400 an hour. And you know how many hours and hours and hours this got pushed in. So they're not going to give this away. They're not going to give away answers to these questions, right? They are going to absolutely want to try and get, whether it comes from interviews or however it is. Now, Jackson did say, he said a little bit more. I've got it right here. Share this tab instead. Let me go back and then share it this way. So we got this little bit here.
I feel like $1 million. I feel like an innocent woman was just exonerated and vindicated.
What was this moment like when that jury came out and gave you that verdict?
It was the greatest moment I've ever had as a professional. It was the greatest moment of Karen's life. It was one of the best moments in my life.
What is your message to all the supporters out here?
Freed Karen Read. Freed Karen Read.
Freed. Freed Karen Read, not free. Freed. So that's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. But yeah, no, the signal, and I think, maybe some of the if you had a satellite truck there, maybe you could have got a better signal. But what a amazing day. But yeah, no, that signal did stink. All right, let's see this. Go back inside the courtroom. Okay. Headphones back down again. Okay, so this is a really clear signal right here when everything kicks off. So so that's I think that's a little sorry. I'm just seeing how long it takes. So 48 seconds from when they start reading the verdict. And this starts. And I wasn't sharing that thing. I went back and was watching the verdict. Sorry. Gosh darn it. I got to. That's the thing of jumping back and forth. Yeah, no, I'm still on. I was sorry for a moment. I was counting seconds of how long this took. And it took 48 seconds, where this is like 24 seconds before they start screaming. So Not even. So now I need to see if I could find a better or a longer signal of. Now, see, this is longer, but it really sucks. So, okay, that one. Let me share so you can see what I'm seeing. All right, let's try and find. No, we don't want a short. Gotta try and find us a.
Of those steps, Melody Mendez is out.
I think this is the moment, you guys, where the crowd is finally starting to believe. Because I was speaking with our reporters.
So many people. So many people. Oh, my goodness.
Well, Karen Reed's supporters have been gathered outside of that.
This is just a story about it. All right, you might have to go back to. I just have to go back to that one, and then we can let it roll.
A silent, swift exit from the courthouse
So see, that's better.
after a third day of jury deliberation.
Oh, that was a few days ago. Dee-dee. Yeah, and I know there were some live streamers that were out there. But I know there were some people that couldn't stream because it was so
Number one
so hard.
is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team.
I know there are people that were live streaming from out there, but it was like you said, it was just the signal was awful. Like Turtle, I think he had eventually cut his off, and then he was in the courtroom during the verdict. So I think we'll just have to go back to what we had there. Okay. Uh-oh.
Number one.
Now I lost it. Damn it. Okay. I gotta go find it again. Okay, bear with me. I'll find it. It's here. That was the. Where were you? Here we go. Nope, that was the one that has no thing. Last slide. This is it right here. Okay. So we'll just have to come in. I thought the young jerks were out there, but I went to his feed and there was nothing. Here, let me show you. Like, look at this. This is really weird. Go to his page, go to his live, and it shows streamed 7 hours ago, verdict watch. But all I got is this stupid fan.
She may feel that she's innocent.
And I thought he was out there, but this is actually just the verdict read, and then
Been placed in this envelope and have they been in your presence ever since? As required by statute, I must inform you that the.
oh, but we got this view of it. Okay. Ooh, all right. This is a good view.
Thank you. 002. What say is the defendant at the bar?
I like this view here.
Six
Let's
holes,
see.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
You may see the papers. Present.
Yeah, but that was a different one too. Well, we'll check it out. Check it out in a minute. I want to see this side of it here.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence.
He was making, this was kind of weird, right? When he's asking and he says not guilty of number 2, and they're like, wait, you do have a guilty counter charge too. But that foreman was making sure that it was not the main charge of number 2. It was number 5, the operating under the influence. So
By operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater, correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes.
003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? The defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Yes.
So say you all?
Yes.
Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records.
I love that crowd. Okay, so let's go back. Yeah, there was. So Howie, see, this is Howie Carr, and then this was their thing afterwards, and then this was a day ago. So this was
Loco Mount.
And I could have swore I saw him outside. That's the thing. I could have swore I saw him outside. Yeah, but the thing is that stream's not here. It didn't pick it up. It only picked up the one. Yeah, no, exactly. I could have swore I saw an outside presence on his stream specifically. There's the videos. We got Proctor on ABC tonight. I'm not even going to go there. I'll probably watch it, but not right now. I don't want to see Proctor. All right, LTL Media. Let's check that out. We got a good shot with the. Yeah, I think it was Howie Carr's reaction of the whole thing. So, okay, let's see. Okay, so this is outside the courthouse. I don't hear anything.
Save stuff, couldn't find 32,000 text feeds. Oh, okay. Everybody always asks online.
If you're going to go in the way that they
dress for success. Nick.
This morning.
I think the cleaner one is going to be because there goes the. Everybody's quiet. Let's see.
Trial. We'll be out here. Hopefully we wrap up today and we have a verdict of not million satellite trucks in the area. And once they all go live, it just drains the signal. But again, we'll have crystal clear video up later.
Okay, so dang it. Yeah. Everybody had trouble. I mean, they just had trouble getting the signal. Yeah, no, exactly. It might not be, they might not have been able to record it, but that's okay. We got this one. We've got the Matt's Live one. So, all right, I gotta run and grab a water and go to the boys' room. So let's watch this again real quick while I do that. And then Then we'll make a video. How's that sound? Cool. All right. I'll be right back. Not sharing. Not sharing.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes. Guilty.
003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you for your service. We're going to send you back. Your service is complete. I'd like to come back and talk to you for a little bit afterwards. So thank you very much.
All rise. Jurors, follow me. Media, please exit the courtroom immediately. Karen Reed.
Not
yet.
Tony,
Hold on,
not yet.
hold on, everyone. Karen Reed. Ms. Reed, can I have your attention? As required by statute, I must inform you that the records regarding the charges that you have been found not guilty will be sealed by the Commissioner of Probation by the court unless you notify the Commissioner.
Hearing that crowd still makes me smile. I was just there smiling away going, oh my gosh. Still can't believe that. All right, so we're going to have to watch that again so I can record it. Give me 1 second, though. Of course, I missed the trash can. It's just sitting right there next to me. Okay, we're going to switch gears here. We're going to go over here. Do a couple of things. Go. Okay. And we're going to stop sharing, and then we're going to share a screen, entire screen, and the audio. That should be there. Okay. We'll go screen. Okay, and then I'm gonna, oh wait, I gotta find out, get back to where the
performance is. So say you. No. Do you, Mr. President?
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? 6 alternates, Mr. President.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
The record reflects remain standing.
Okay, let's just start it recording right there.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect the 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates, Mr. President.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Thank you. May I see the papers? Mr. Foreman, have the verdict slips been placed in this envelope and have they been in your presence ever since?
So why not? It's the best thing that happened today. Shit, I didn't realize this was her reading it too. Okay. Cut that out.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes. Guilty.
003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty. Thank you.
All right, jurors, everybody please be seated. Jurors, we thank you.
Okay, there we go. We have that one. We can stop the recording. All right, and now
for your service.
Get out of the thing. Now we'll put this one over here. And we'll go full screen. And we're just going to record this from the beginning. And recording isn't working. That's stupid. Okay. Let's try that again. Now it's recording. I didn't realize that was going on. Oh my God. All right, got a minute or so of that. All right, we can pause that. Okay. That clip's recorded. All right. Now let's see. Let's go and see if there's any other. Aaron Reed crowd. All right, stop sharing. Share this instead. Get some other, maybe there's some other crowd shots that we can get. Okay. No. Okay, this one, yes. I'm gonna have to fix the audio on this one, but this is okay. We can deal with this. All right, let's Oh, okay. I can still share that and record it. Okay. Can. All right, and record. Recording isn't working. And record. I guess I gotta go through like, recording it, not recording it one time. Anyway, so that works. Okay. All right, and let's see. What other crowd shots do we have? Do we have any? No, there's got to be others. Oh, is that a... It's a much better video when they came out of the courthouse. All right, we should get this. Come on, cooperate. Recording isn't working. Record her when statement here.
I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have. And my team. Thank you.
Do you want to see it reopened? Karen, you want to see the case?
So look at the different arrays of microphones. So you've got this stand here, and then you got this bar, and then you've got all these different microphones on here from all the different media outlets. And then you got just a variety of different stands. Why does that matter? Because I'm a geek like that. That is just me. I love the audio and video and all of this stuff. So that's what I notice is the cameras. Okay. Moving on. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Oh, man.
Who are in among those folks just a moment ago, and they were saying, oh, there's... You guys come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Ooh, I like this. I like this. Okay.
Of those steps, Melody.
I like this. Let's get this too in our video. Yeah. Come on. It likes to freeze up on me for some reason. Okay, full screen. And record. Recording not working. And record. And recording's working.
Mendez is outside with that crowd. Melody?
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict in. They do not want traffic. This is High Street and Court Street. This is right in the heart of Dedham Center. You can hear the police officer there. He is a Dedham police officer telling these cops to, hey, get through, go through the intersection. They are clearing the road. State police have used their SUVs to block the area. You can see one statey SUV right there. There is one about 3 blocks further down, but this is in the heart.
Unstatey.
Okay.
Everywhere, and now you see that was an indicator to them because I was speaking what was the buffer zone safe. They're trying to keep control of this situation, and it looks like they're doing a very good job given the amount of law enforcement they have out here, guys.
And also to the right there, you can see the SUVs. Those are the SUVs.
Okay, I think that's enough of that. Right. Okay, let's see what other cool things we got. I can just leave it here, can I? I don't know why I got to keep. All right, what's this one? I don't like that one. That's kind of the same.
Well, Karen Reed's supporters have been gathered outside of that courtroom waiting for a verdict.
Activism reaching a fever pitch beyond the utter conviction.
No. All right, I like this too. Okay, let's get some of this. Does this have the verdict? Okay. So we'll just give me a little bit because we just got to fill. We just got some filler while we're doing other thing here. So, okay, let's do. That looks like where it comes in. What I should be doing is editing my show, but tomorrow we'll start that. It's always tomorrow. I am a procrastinator and I am so far behind. I got 2 weeks from Friday to get all this shit done, but we're getting there. I say that, but no, now that this is over, I can do it pretty much every night, which I will be doing it every night. And then all day on the weekends. But anyway, I'm still recording. Shit. Okay. All right. I think we got enough. I think we got enough to do a cool video.
In Dedham, Massachusetts, jurors are wrapping up the first full day of deliberations in the retrial.
And okay. That was a couple days ago, 2 days ago. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we can make with that. All right. Let's see what we can make with that. All right. Bring this back over. Put me over here. Stop sharing. Okay. Now I'm going to warn you. I have a very, very large screen that I'm about to share with everybody. So let me get this. Let me get Premiere Pro. And then, of course, there's an update. It's always an update. But you know what? We'll just use it. Well, it is a beta version. So, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and share the screen now. And you'll see what I mean. This is a 48-inch monitor. It is one of the best monitors for editing videos, but when you're sharing it like this, it's kind of hard to see. So, but you'll see in a minute. You'll see in a minute once we start getting the clips up there that you can still see the clips and you can hear everything. So, okay, let's go ahead and close that off. Close that off. And let's go ahead and we're just going to update Premiere Pro. Update. There we go. Premiere Pro Beta. Update that. Because you never know. It's like I said, I use the beta version because the beta version has all of the most recent updates and all the most recent features. But sometimes you can have stuff go wrong and it doesn't work. And then you got something broken. So I do have the regular Premiere Pro 2, the version that is, the best. So you see it's version 25.3. The beta is 25.4. So it's only one version behind. So, yes. Getting there. And then, we'll just make I'm looking at like a 2-3 minute video, and that's all we're going to have. We're going to have like a 2 or 3 minute video of the verdict reading. We'll flash to the outside. This is kind of what I see. The crowd building up. And we'll go into the courtroom, and then we'll have a split screen when the crowd starts screaming, right? So kind of want to flash here, flash outside, flash here, flash to the courtroom, flash to the outside. Everybody's waiting in anticipation. And that's kind of my vision right now. We'll see how we go. Okay. All right. That is updated. So let's go ahead and fire it back up. What a day, what a day. I am just so happy. All right, so we need a new project, and this new project is going to be titled Karen Read Verdict. And where are we going to put it? We're going to put it in folders. Folder verdict. Okay. And we'll go from there. Okay. And then the template is my template. Oh, I got two, the same template. That's interesting. All right. And let's just go ahead and create. Oh, shoot. Okay. So I'll find all because I don't need any of that. Template shouldn't have any files in there. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's why we can just clear that. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of it. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right, and we'll leave that for now. Okay. You know what I should though? Get my get my orange graphics. Okay, so let me open a different project. Open project. Let me just pop that open and of course, why is it going to download stuff? Oh my God. we go. So all I need is this. Control copy. And then sorry, I'm not talking, I'm looking. Okay, so verdict. And do a new sequence. And we're going to make it a video instead of a short. So if it was a short, it would be a different size. It would be, you know how the shorts are, they're this way, whereas the widescreen is what we want because we're going to do a video. So we're going to call this Aaron Reed verdict. And 1920 by 1080. Okie dokie. And copy, paste. And it's a little different video because we're not using any of the creators, because we used to, the videos I've done in the past were all, kind of the creator reaction, where we're not doing that today. We're just going to do verdict. So I can go over here and I can close project. I don't want to save it. So, okay, there we go. Perfect. Okay, and then we're just going to say not guilty. 3 years, 2 trials, 1 not guilty. How's that? I think that's pretty good. I know it was more than 1 not guilty, but overall it's not guilty. And it's my video. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want in my video. 3 years, 2 trials, 1 not guilty. All right. And just get that in the middle. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and bring in our clips. Open file location, continue. And let's view the icon so I can see. All right. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 clip. All right, kick those over there. All right, let's see what we got. Let's go ahead and just lay these out. All right, reaches a verdict. Wow, those things are really... Okay, jury reaches a verdict. So I think this is the first one. This is the verdict. Okay.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number...
Okay, so I think...
Will the deliberating jury...
All right, so that's the jury verdict. All right. In fact, let me name this here. Rename. Rename. And we're just going to call this footage. Footage layout. Yes. And then we'll do another sequence. We're going to call this verdict reel. put that in sequences. Okay, so we're just going to lay out our footage first, and then we'll cut and we'll paste it over to the real thing. Okay, so crowd surges. All right, so let's see which one is our actual capture. So Reed supporters chaotic reaction. Chaotic reaction. So this should be the main one. So this is going to be our main reaction shot right here. This one is going to be the one that we're going to use for this. Not for that. We're not going to have people say, shut up. I don't think my video is going to have the people say, shut up, shut up. Shut up, I'm trying to hear. What? And it sounds like an old person saying that. Not that I'm not an old person, but that sounds like an older person than even me. Shut up! That's multiple old people. Keep it down! Keep it down! I'm trying to hear what are you talking about. So we can knock that out. We can keep that out of the... All right, there we go. Okay, and then the other is just so. And the third one I recorded was Karen Reed supporters erupt in cheers. Erupt in cheers is here. So let's see what we got here. I think this was the Boston one. We're just going to use for. Oh, and this one I got to fix. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Oh God, did I just answer myself? I did. Spoke to myself and I answered. You're not supposed to do that. Okay, so we are going to do what? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? I want to just make this the one track. Did I do that? I'm gonna have to look it up. Okay, so let's see. Can I do that over here? Actually, let me see. Before I go to other thing, can I do this over here? Effects, audio effects, special, channels. No, that didn't do anything. Fill right with left. That didn't do it either. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me bear with me for a moment. Adobe Audition, change stereo mono. Navigate to the edit menu, select convert sample type, and change the channels from stereo to mono. Okay. Navigate to the edit menu. Edit menu. Select convert sample type. Convert sample type. Okay, and then mono. See what happens. It's a mono channel. Okay, now let's save it. See if that did it over here. It did. Okay. I'm a genius. Except Still only coming out of one ear. Damn it. All right, maybe we don't use the video. Maybe we don't use the audio. I think we'll just use the video. Because it's still only coming out of one. Oh, yeah, it's only. Okay. All right. And undo, convert sample type. Okay, so Adobe Audition. Audition fill and D stereo channel with the other channel. Does that make any sense? Is it channel mixer effects? Let's see. Actually, let's see. Can I just nope, I didn't do it. Okay, so go to effects, amplitude, and compression, channel mixer. Oh, okay, channel mixer. And then fill left with right. Hey, there it is. Now we got it. Okay, now both channels should be there. No, it's not. Damn it. Okay, so. Okay, let me close. Now let me reopen it. Edit clip in Adobe Audition. Okay. Now that we know what we're doing, effects, amplitude and compression, channel mixer, go right with left, apply, and then file, save. It did it. I don't know that I actually need the volume in here, but I wanted, sometimes you just got to figure out how to do something. Okay. All right. Erupted chaos, media supporters. What's that? Reed speaks to media supporters. So that's the next one we got. Speaks to media. There we go. So that is her coming out of the courthouse. Let's see. And I know okay. So, yep. Restarted it at some point. So we can just get rid of all that right now. Oop. Okay. All right. And then finally we had read trial crowds gather. Read trial crowds gather outside the courthouse. Oops. Nope. Don't want to cut off the end of my other one. You know what? I should space these out a little bit. I could just give these a little space since we're going to be clipping off of them. They don't need to be all right together.
Center.
All right. And then, oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. So fit to frame. And then actually, let's get rid of the top a little bit here. There we go. Okay. That works. works. I'm going to get rid of that bar at the top. Okay, so let's look at this one. The frame. There we go. Right, and that looks good. And that looks good. All right.
And 003.
Okay. All right, and all right, let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the reporter.
Mendez is outside with that crowd. Melody?
Yeah, JC. Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict in. They do not want traffic.
Okay, so we want up to saying verdict. So we want...
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing?
Where there is, in fact, a verdict. So that's where we're going to cut that off there. And back to the beginning.
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see.
And we'll just cut it off right there. All right, so let's see. Okay, we're up to 16 seconds. This is it so far.
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Okay. Now let's see, what other footage do we have of the... Is that it, or did I have one more? Oh, crowd. Crowd search is outside, waiting for verdict. I have this one too. Okay. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I think we'll get just a little bit of this. Let's get a little bit of these folks messing around here, right there. Go ahead and cut it right there. And give me, what, about 5 seconds of this? Go to 18. See how that looks.
JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Okay, I think, well, let's get rid of the flip to the other view. Right when that starts to fade, right there. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. And then let's get, now we're 22 seconds into the video. We got the setup. So now let's go to the courthouse. So let's get into the courthouse. And let's get the very first bit of
Quiet.
Yes.
Mr. Foreman,
Yes.
May I
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Okay, I think we want that. We'll build up the
Will the
tension.
deliberating jurors remain?
Okay, we're going to cut that.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
Verdict.
Yes.
And we'll cut that. All right. Go. We'll put that there. All right, let's see how that's going to
They
look.
have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
All right, now let's go back outside. And then let's kick this. All right, let's get this. And then just again, another like 3 or 4 seconds. That's all we really need. Let's go to there. Let's see how that is. Like I want these just quick. I want these quick flashes here. Yeah.
Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
All right, back to the courtroom.
Yes. Thank you. May I see the papers? Yes. Thank you. May I see the papers?
Okay, I need. First, we need to bring up the yes. I think I'm just going to leave that. I think it's just going to be yes. I think that's what we're going to do. We're not even going to have the. All right, let me. Okay, let's cut that and then let's do that and then let me see how that does.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict? Yes.
Okay. Then we're going to skip through all of the, looking at that. Because he goes, can I see the papers? And then he gives it to Bev and then she looks through it. So, okay. So let me just get another. Let's get an overhead shot. Let's get an overhead shot of the crowd. Yeah, right there. Got it right there. That's where it stops moving. I don't think that's very long, but we'll see. That might be a little long. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's no sound on that one. Okay, okay, hang on. Watch this little trick here.
Yeah.
Gotta love video editing. All right. I think we can cut that back a little bit. How long is this clip? Yeah, 5 seconds. I think we can go to 3 seconds on this. I cut too much off it. Let's see. 2 seconds. Yeah, I cut a little too much off of it. Another second. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah. I don't know why I did that. Oh, come on. 3.17. Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. You know, I think I'm going to grab that audio instead. It sounds, it's like exactly like the other one, where this one, see how this works. Right.
Yeah.
No, actually, I like the other audio. Yeah, it's fine. No way. You know, if somebody picks up on it, good on him. Okay. Back to the courtroom. Now we're going to get into the actual, let's get into the, all right, so.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you is the defendant?
That's it, man. This is it. This is the junk right here. Okay, so I got to figure out how this. Okay, so.
So say you all? 003, what say you is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death, defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You.
All right, we don't need that.
Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
Yeah. Okay, so this is our main chunk here. Get this in here, and then let's see where we're at. We're up to 144. Okay, not bad. Not bad. 2 to 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes. That works. Okay, so now we're going to intersplice in crowd, some of the crowd, some more of the crowd noise out there. Let me just watch here.
Number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree. What say you is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr.
I need to.
Not guilty.
So, bear with me while I tune up some of this audio.
Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Okay, I think we'll go outside.
Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you? No. Do you agree? Yes. Do all of you agree? Yes. Thank you. 002.
So we're going to cut that out of our video. And then I'm going to and then we just want a little bit of this. A31. $34. Okay, let's just get it a couple of seconds.
Not guilty.
And nope. Slide this over. Okay.
Not guilty.
002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you. Specifically number 5. .002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not
This
guilty
was the
or guilty
confusion
of
part.
that charge or any lesser included? .002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you. Specifically number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle.
Okay, let's see if we can just get rid of some of these. All right, let's see how this rolls.
002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge? Specifically number 5.
No, that doesn't work. Put that back in there.
Charge. Specifically number.
All right.
Not guilty.
002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty of that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you.
Okay, so fix this audio a little bit here. Bump him up. There we go.
Charge.
Lesser included.
Lesser included charge.
Lesser included.
Yeah, that actually, I don't like that. Let me just see if I can bump it up a little bit.
Lesser included charge.
Lesser included.
Nah, I guess it's going to have to stay.
Lesser included.
Charge.
Lesser included.
Included charge.
Lesser included.
Thank you.
All right, we'll just have to let that roll.
Specifically number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
Yes. Guilty.
That charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you. Specifically number 5.
Not guilty.
002. What say is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or
Okay, I'm going to try and see if I can slide in now. The other, oh shit. Okay, we're going to try and much of that we can get away with. Right. Oh, let's see. Let's slide it over there. Okay, and then let's. There we go. There we go. Now we're about halfway. All right. Okay, and then. Shut up! Shut him! Okay, right there is where they start. That's where they start screaming. So. We might have to put the shut ups in there. Actually, it might be funny if we put the shut ups in there. Okay, so. How much of this we need? Okay, I'm going to cut that there. Let's go over here. Drop it like it's hot. All right, where? All right, so I want to just, let's not enable that yet. Okay, so.
in a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct?
Yes.
So say you, Mr. Foreman?
Guilty.
So say you all?
Yes. Guilty.
003. What say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Is the defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not
guilty.
Right there is where they start.
Or guilty.
You can hear it right there.
Not guilty or guilty?
Okay, so right there, right about there is the point where they start freaking out. So we're going to put a marker there. Okay, now let's go ahead and enable this one. Now let's see, where do they start freaking out here? Right there.
Accident. Leaving the scene after accident resulting in death. Resulting in death. Accident resulting in death. Defendant not resulting in
right there. Hey. Marker on the wrong one. What I wanted. Oh, you bastard. Okay, anyway. I'm going to worry about it right now. Okay, so let's see.
Yes, sir. Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman.
All right, and
Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman.
okay.
So say you all.
Okay, bear with me. I'm going to lose some of the peoples, but that's okay. But I don't think we want the car one, so let's crop the left. Over some. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level.
Turn that down for.
0.08 or greater, correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? 003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
Hmm.
003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
Hey. All right. And see if we can bring some more footage into that then. Cut it off there, so.
Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
Okay, let's just get that too. Let's see where we're at. Oh. Oh my God, it fits perfectly. Holy shit sandwich.
Defendant not guilty or guilty. So say you,
Oh my good gosh. That couldn't have gone any better.
Mr. Foreman. So say you are. Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
You couldn't have called that any better. Holy schnockers. Wow. It's a little bit of trim off at the end, but that's all right. We'll trim it. Let's trim. Oh my goodness. Hey. Holy shit.
Yeah, Jason.
Let's see. Can I go full screen on that? Yeah, I can.
And Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically number 5.
Okay, so I didn't realize I had that long of a hold, so all right, so for how long? Okay, so right there, we just need to go back and this will go back to zero crop and zero crop. And we'll move this back over. Got Paul right there. I didn't realize we had Paul in there. Okay. All right, now let's get it. Now let's get it.
Specifically number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you are? 003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you are? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
I like it. I like it. Okay, let's just get her coming out. Where are we at? Where are we at? We're at, oh shit, we're not even 2 minutes yet. So let's get her coming out of the courthouse. right there.
I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team.
All right, let's see how long that is.
And my team.
That might do it. 255.
002 is guilty of operating in the influence.
All right, let's just see if we could find. It is really hard to hear after that. Oh my God.
And the second thing I want to say.
No, that's not a good one either. If it's only got one ear, it's not good.
Hey, Mr. Brennan, what's
Almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder. Is I could not be. I just want to say two things.
Okay, I think we'll use this one.
Number one,
Actually,
I just want to say two things.
okay, bear with me here. We're going to record this. And okay, why are you not open? Why are you not open? Oh, open on the wrong thing. Ah! Damn it.
Things. Number one, I want to say two things. I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team. Thank you.
So do you want to see it reopen? Karen, you want to see the...
Okay, got it. And watch this. Watch what we do here. Okay. Doo-doo. Okay. We are going to put the footage into our... We put the footage in. We take the footage out. We put the footage in, and then we shake it all about. No. We do. Okay, so... can you tell I'm in a good mood? I don't know why. All right, and watch. Let me see Windows. Oh, I need to. All right, hang on. Before I do that, I need to do something else. I started it over a couple of times.
I just want to say two things.
All right, that I just is right there. Okay.
I just want to say two things.
All right, and let me get it over here. Marker.
Just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and financially and more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice, for
Okay. Effects, audio transitions, and a crossfade, and a constant power. Let's see what that hell that is.
I just want to say two things. Number one.
Yeah. So we took the audio off of the other one. Oh, okay. I'll look at it right now. But we took the audio from the other one, which is a little better, a little clearer audio so you can hear her. And we're using the video because I like this video angle.
I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team. Thank you. My team.
Okay. Yeah. Delete. All right. Oh, okay. I gotta run to the restroom. So I'm gonna play this and listen to it while I'm in there, and then I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser included.
Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? 003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records that you upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, and 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
I just want to say 2 things. Number 1 is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team.
Okay. I like it. All right. So I was thinking of an ending. Oh, I want the freed Karen Read. That's right. We're going to do freed Karen Read. Yeah, I know. I crunched without muting. Okay, freed Karen Read. So I got to find that and record it. Okay. Oh, it's right here. It's right here.
Of Karen's life, it was one of the best moments in my life.
What is your message to all the supporters out here?
Freed Karen Read.
Yep, right there. That's it. Okay, so move this over here. Bear with me. I'm just going to go ahead and record this real quick and just leave this up on the other screen. Okay. Why are you opening there?
In my life.
What is your message to all the supporters out here?
Freed Karen Read. Freed Karen Read.
Still in a dream.
Got it. All right. That's our ending right there. You guys didn't hear it, but you'll see it here momentarily. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh no.
Freed
all.
That we're gonna get rid of. All these.
In my life. What is your message?
Nope, needs a little more. Let's go to, this is called normalizing.
In my life. What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Reed. Freed Karen Reed.
Still in a dream.
No, I don't.
All right, let's see how that goes.
In my life. What is. In my life. What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen.
Trying to get it to the same level here.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen. What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Reed.
Maybe just a little bit.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Reed.
That's good. That's good. All right.
What is your message?
For John O'Keefe than I have, and my team.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Reed. Freed Karen Reed.
Still in a dream.
No,
All right, I don't want any of the damn TikTok dingy. So we'll delete that and get rid of that. And then we're going to fade it out to black. Okay, so effects, video.
Freed Karen Reed.
Still in a dream.
No, I don't.
And ending.
Justice for John O'Keefe than I have, and my team.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Reed. Freed Karen Reed.
Still in a dream.
No, I don't.
Oh, I want it. I want the fade in there. Okay.
Still in a dream.
No, I don't.
Dream.
No, I don't.
No, we'll just have to take that out of there.
Still in a dream.
There we go. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. I have not seen it yet. I have not watched it yet. I'll probably watch it. I might watch it tonight, and then maybe we'll watch, we'll go over it tomorrow. I'm going to get this video put out here shortly. But let's just make sure we're good. All right. Nope. What are you doing? Okay, so yes, that's where I want. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remain standing? All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
What happened?
Not guilty.
Damn it. It's not supposed to be that way. We can fix it. We can fix it right now. Okay. Sorry. Oop.
002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge?
Lesser.
Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? 003, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records you. You upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty, on 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor, and 003 not guilty.
I just want to say 2 things. Number 1 is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Read. Freed Karen Read.
Still in a dream.
Oh yeah. No, I was thinking the same exact thing. You read my mind, because then that one point you can't hear him say not guilty when everybody starts screaming. So let's go ahead and do that.
003. What say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty?
Okay, so we can do that. And then go to about right there. That should do it. Okay, and then edit clip in Adobe Audition. Okay, so now in where? I might just have to gain up the whole thing here. So again, we will normalize it. Let's go to 50%. And let's see if we can squeeze a little more out of it. Yeah. I think that might do it. So let's go ahead and see. Let's see.
Not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman?
I think that's it. That's all we're going to get out of it, because the crowds is in both of them. I mean, the crowd starts right there. This is synced up basically to when they start.
Accident resulting in death. Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you. Defendant not guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all?
And actually, what? Okay. We're only going to go to there. I'll tell you why, because crowd, you can hear the crowd come up and then go down real quick, and I don't want that either.
So say you all? Resulting in death. Defendant not guilty or guilty? So
Oh, shoot. Okay, so it didn't work. All right, bear with me here. File, close. I just gotta reopen it. Okay, so to about right there. That's where I want it to. Right there. Back. Alt in to 60%. Yes.
Guilty or guilty? So say you, Mr. Foreman?
I think that works.
Correct. So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you all? 003. What say?
Those people. Shut up. I mean, just how, oh my gosh. That cracks me up every time. Shut up. I'm trying to hear. Oh. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here, but that's okay. I'm cutting that out as a sound clip. I'm cutting that out. Oh, export. Export. I'm just going to call it shut up. Sorry, I just had to do that real quick. Put it in the main folder for now. Karen Reed 2, shut up. Okay. Okay. I get it. Did that work? Just making sure I got it. Okay, I got it. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. All right, let's. All right, I just got to watch it again because I want to make sure, because I'm about ready to export it. I want to make sure there's nothing else that needs to be changed. So, all right. I know it does. It sounds like I don't know. It just sounds like grumpy old men or something. It's so good. Oh, no. Hang on. Sorry. I'm sorry. I had this channel soloed so I could get the shut ups.
Yeah, JC and Glenn, I wanted you guys to come back out here very quickly because you can see behind me. See what these cops are doing right now? You've got some Dedham police officers here. They are shutting down the street, and that is because they have just gotten word that there is, in fact, a verdict.
Will the deliberating jurors remain standing? Defendant remains standing. All other parties may be seated.
Your Honor, may the record reflect that 12 deliberating jurors and 6 alternates are present.
Yes.
May I inquire?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, members of the jury, have you agreed upon a verdict?
Yes.
Mr. Foreman, on docket number 2282CR117001, murder in the second degree, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
002, what say you? Is the defendant at the bar not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
Of.
Is not guilty or guilty about that charge or any lesser included charge? Thank you. Specifically, number 5, operating under the influence of liquor by operating a motor vehicle with a blood alcohol level of 0.08 or greater. Correct? So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you are? 003, what say is the defendant at the bar leaving the scene after accident resulting in death? Defendant not guilty or guilty?
Not guilty.
So say you, Mr. Foreman? So say you are? Jurors, hearken your verdict as the court records it. You upon your oath say the defendant on 001 is not guilty and 002 is guilty of operating under the influence of liquor and 003 not guilty.
Oh, they are both Australian Shepherds. The black and white one, River, she looks like a border collie, but they're actually brother and sister, probably, or sister and sister, whoever was there. But yeah, all Aussies.
I just want to say two things. Number one is I could not be standing here without these amazing supporters who have supported me and my team financially and, more importantly, emotionally for almost 4 years. And the second thing I want to say is no one has fought harder for justice for John O'Keefe than I have and my team.
What is your message to all the supporters out here? Freed Karen Read. Freed Karen Read.
Still in a dream.
Okay, yeah, we're there. That's it. We are there. We got us a video. I'm going to export it. All right, I need to clear this out first, though, because if I don't do that, it's only going to export like a 2-second clip. All right, export media. And Mr. Finney. Verdict real. Okay. Let's go ahead and name it something appropriate. And hit the button. Export button. All right. So I was curious. I didn't know the story of your name either. That's interesting. So it showed up on a list of people that doxed in their Amherst. Oh, no way. Wow. Yeah, so that's crazy, Patty. Oh my God. Yeah, the whole Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, that was an episode. That was another episode, wasn't it? Oh, I better save it too. Control S. Okay. All right, we got us a video. I'm going to release that here shortly. See how it does. But yeah, I mean, that was such a fun trial to watch, the whole Johnny Depp thing. But yeah, if you're, yeah, that's stupid that people wanted to come after you. That's so crazy. Yeah, that's just nuts. And I don't know if you follow any of the like Megan Fox and Umbrella Guy. So Umbrella Guy was part of that trial, right? Well, now they started covering the Jeremy Hales thing, which that's a whole other story in itself. I don't want to get into all of that, but now they're finding themselves in like lawsuits, and there's a whole bunch of people on both sides that have just gotten themselves involved in this whole weirdness. And they're suing each other, and they make content about each other. And it's just like, it's an entire freaking thing. And it's like, oh my God, what is going on? But yeah, that Johnny Depp trial. Yeah, so Finn there is not part of the litters, but we have like 6. We have a bunch of Aussies, and like 6 of them, I think, are all brother and sister from 2 different litters. So we have 4 from one and 2 from the other. 2 of our oldest are 15. They're from one litter. We had the mom, we had the dad. We got the mom. We got the dad first, and he was from Iowa. In fact, we went and picked him up in Iowa way back in the day. And then we got the mom from Michigan and flew her up here. And then they had 2 different litters throughout the years that were both just incredible dogs. Just awesome, awesome dogs. And then we've picked up Benny, came from Colorado. He's our most expensive dog ever because he was expensive to begin with. And then he showed up, and 2 days later he had parvo. So then he spent 2 days in the vet, and then he spent an entire month downstairs in a box as a puppy. I mean, it was awful. He was just so he doesn't like to be separated. So yeah, and that oh yeah, he was quarantined for. Yeah, he was in quarantine for a good month and a half. But then, but yeah, no, he's fine now. He is like the. Oh yeah, yeah, he's had it rough. We went to an agility trial, and there was some lice that went around the agility trial. So our dogs brought it home. So he was still a puppy. So we basically gave them like the treatment for it, which is like put this stuff right here on their neck. Well, he's like biting all the other dogs on the neck. And so he had an adverse reaction to that. Then the vet, put him on prednisone, and it's been a show. Benny's been a mess, but he's oh yeah, no, he's great. He's awesome. He's 6 now, and he's the best. He's the most friendliest dog of all. He is. I should do content with Finny because he is a nutcase. He loves everything. He loves every animal, every person. He has never met something he doesn't like. So he's just hilarious. But yeah, he does not like to be separated. That's for sure. He is not he's not good at the old separation thing. But anyway, that's it. Oh yeah. Oh, exactly. He's the best dog. They're all good. They've got their, all of them got their quirks. All of them have. It's funny how dogs have, dogs have their own personalities. They have different personalities. They have different learning levels, and they learn differently. And so it's funny, but yeah, I mean, I saw. Oh, you were in the Umbrella Guys chat. Okay, yeah. No, why do people go to those links? Why do they do that? Like I said, the whole thing going on with Megan Fox and Umbrella Guy now is just, it's crazy. And I think everybody in that whole mess is crazy. I think all of them are nuts. But, I don't know. That's a whole weird situation in itself, man. It's hard to follow all that. It is really hard to follow all that what the hells and the whole thing. It's like you read some of those cases and some of the, and the crazy lawyer that they got involved from the other side, and the weird people that, they're floating around that area. And oh my gosh, it's crazy. Yeah, no, there are nutty people out there. They're just nutty people. So I don't, it doesn't, whatever. I'm an open book. So I probably put too much out there, but whatever. It's all good. I'd rather be me than, you've got some of these people that like have large accounts, like on X especially, that are completely hidden from the world. Like they're completely anonymous, and they try and stay anonymous, and then they get doxxed, and then they Libs of TikTok stayed anonymous for a long time until what's her name? Washington Post. Oh, you know who I'm talking about, the crazy chick from the Washington Post that is no longer at the Washington Post. Taylor Lorenz found her out and doxed her to the world. And I'd rather just put myself out there. I don't care, whatever. I'm too old for that shit. All right, holy hell, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Ooh, I'm gonna go get some dinner, and in the meantime, I'm gonna put out a video. So keep an eye. Go watch the video. I'm gonna, as soon as I hang up here, I am gonna go load this up on our YouTube page here. And yeah, we'll see what we get out of it. See if we get some views on it. So yes, please hit the like button. It's a cool thing. We're growing every day. We gain 1 or 2 people, it seems. So yeah, it's exciting. So we'll see where we go from here now that oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what Osbrook is, so now I got to know. What is Osbrook? But yeah, we had a verdict today. It is over. Karen Read. 4 years, 3 years, September of January of 2022 until June of 2025. Imagine, I couldn't imagine being in that for that long, being subject to all of that for so many years. Oh, the Delphi case. No. Delphi is that's a whole nother thing, which I didn't really watch a ton of. I watched Andrea's coverage of that. No, there's a whole nother silly thing going on with Megan Fox and Umbrella Guy, and they followed this Jeremy Hales YouTuber who is like he like buys storage units and stuff, and he's got a successful channel, and then like some crazy people moved in across the street from him, and then he ended up suing them because they're crazy and he's crazy, and it's helped Megan and grow her channel though, so what, good on you. But now they're all in lawsuits and people are suing them, and yeah, I don't know what to do tomorrow either. I'm going to watch. So I will watch Geeks and Gamers in the morning at 7 because I've caught 1 or 2 of them in the morning, but the Geeks and Gamers daily. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. No, that whole other thing. Yeah. I will watch Geeks and Gamers daily in the morning, getting ready for work. And then I'm sure for the next day or so, there's going to be, there's going to be some fun stuff to watch. I think you'll see, I think they'll probably have some good, I would think that AJ and Yannetti probably both have got some interviews lined up. And I would think they have some interviews lined up to get paid. I would hope. And so, and then I really want to write the story of this. I want to freaking film the story of this. I do. I have already thought about the script and everything, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I've thought about how to tell that story. But that's for down the road. But I'm sure somebody's on it. I'm sure somebody's on it already. But it's such a crazy story that it's got to be done. It's got to be told. It's got to be at least a mini series. I don't think you can do it in just a movie. You can't do it in a movie. It's got to be a couple season thing. It really does. Because and I'd like to see it like film the possibilities, right? Like film the possibilities of what happened. Like, but then how do you do that? How do you show somebody, maybe you film up to the point where something happens. So you're not really, because, that's a tricky legally. That would be tricky legally to so you'd have to play that pretty carefully, but, yeah, I can see it. I can write it. We can do it. So, all right. I'm going to run. Thank you, everybody that's come by. Please, like I said, click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. That's the biggest thing. Just if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. That is the biggest thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it would have to be a docuseries. It would take forever to do it. I mean, and then all the people in the first trial. I mean, how many witnesses in the first trial? 50. And so, yeah, you would have to have a ridiculous thing. But anyway, all right, we'll be back tomorrow night. Probably going to do, hopefully, a little editing for the show. Oh, my God. And I'm bleeding. Hey, look at that. All right. I'm going to run. I guess I scratched my leg and, one of those things. So, all right, I am out of here. Everybody have a wonderful night. I will see you all tomorrow. Karen Read is freed. Freed Karen Read. And good night.
Introducing Agent Anthony Tony Miller from the Bureau, undermining misinformation.
Welcome to the office, huh?
Agent Miller takes the mission seriously with an eye toward the future.
Retirement, man. One word only.
You don't look that old. How long you got?
14 years, 5 months, 7 days, give or take. Who's counting?
When it comes to finding misinformation, Agent Miller brings his A game.
It's obvious. Dude's not right. Nolan Ryan, way tougher than Roger Clemens, period.
Agent Miller is also a master of the interrogation.
I say we just let him stew for a little bit. We'll go catch some coffee, eat some food, maybe check the scores. Then we finally go in. I'll take some notes, but really they're just doodles. But I'm getting really good actually at some sketches. I'll show you later.
Is there anything I can do for you guys?
Chicky nuggies.
Agent Anthony Miller, performing the mission of keeping us safe from dangerous misinformation.